Hello and welcome back to Practice of Calm. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. It's really good to have you here with us today.
If you are new here, this is a slow English podcast. We speak slowly and we use simple words, so you can relax, listen, and just follow along.
You do not need to understand every single word. That is completely fine. Let the language move past you, gently, like a slow river.
You can also read the words on the screen while you listen. Listening and reading together is a wonderful way to learn.
So take a slow breath. Get comfortable. There is nothing to finish here, and know where you need to be.
Today, our topic fits this channel perfectly. We are going to talk about slowing down in a busy world.
Slowing down. It sounds simple, but in our fast, busy lives, it can be one of the hardest things to do.
We will talk about why we rush, the quiet power of a pause, why rest is not lazy, and how to be present. And we will share one small thing you can try this week.
But first, let's look at a few words. We call this part today's words. We will use these words many times, so let's learn them now.
Our first word is busy. Busy. When you are busy, you have a lot of things to do. A busy day is a day that is very full.
For example, I had a busy week. So many meetings, so many tasks. When you are busy, your time feels full and fast.
The second word is rush. To rush. When you rush, you do something too fast, in a hurry. You try to move quickly because you feel you do not have enough time.
For example, I rush to catch the bus. We rush in the morning, we rush to work, we rush through our meals. Rushing is the feeling of always hurrying.
The third word is rest. To rest. When you rest, you stop, you relax, and you get your energy back. Sleep is rest. A quiet break is rest.
And the fourth word is present. Present. To be present means to be here, now, with your attention on this moment. Not thinking about the past, not worrying about the future. Just here.
So, again, our four words: busy, rush, rest, and present. Don't worry about remembering them perfectly. You will hear them again and again.
Okay, Emma. Let's begin with a simple question. Do you ever feel like life is just too fast?
Oh, all the time. Honestly, most days feel like a race. I wake up, and immediately I am behind. There is always something I should be doing.
I think almost everyone feels that today. We live in a very busy world. There's always more work, more messages, more news, more things to buy.
And it never seems to stop. The moment I finish one task, 3 new ones appear. My to-do list is never empty.
A to-do list is a list of things you have to do. And you are right. It is never finished. We have started to wear our busyness like a badge of honor.
That's so true. When someone asks, "How are you?" what do we say? We say, "Oh, so busy." And we almost say it with pride.
As if being busy means we are important. As if a full calendar means a full life. But are those two things really the same?
I don't think they are. I have had many busy days that felt completely empty, and a few slow days that felt rich and full.
That is a beautiful difference. A busy life and a full life are not the same thing at all. You can be very busy and still feel that something is missing.
So, today is a gentle invitation. An invitation to question all this hurry. To ask, do I really need to move this fast?
And to remember that slowing down is not falling behind. Slowing down can actually be the wisest thing you do all day.
Here is something strange about all this. We have more time-saving machines than any people in history.
It's true. Washing machines, fast cars, instant messages, 100 inventions, all promising to give us more free time.
And yet we feel busier than ever. We saved all this time and somehow we have less of it. Where did it all go?
I think we simply filled it. Every minute a machine saved, we packed with one more task. We use the new time to do more, not to rest more.
So the problem was never really a lack of tools. The problem is that we keep saying yes to more until every gap is full again.
Which means the answer is not another app or a faster phone. No tool can give us a slower life. Only our own choices can.
That is oddly freeing, isn't it? It means slowing down is not something we have to buy. It is something we are allowed to choose, starting today.
Exactly. The fastest tools in the world cannot make us calm. Calm is a choice we make, one slow moment at a time.
Let's start by looking at the rushing itself. Jake, why do you think we rush so much?
Well, part of it is real. Sometimes we truly are late, and we truly have a lot to do. Life does make real demands on us.
Of course, we are not saying that responsibilities are not real. Work matters. Family matters. Some rushing is simply part of life.
But here is the strange thing. A lot of our rushing is a habit, not a need. We rush even when we have time. We hurry from one thing to the next, out of habit.
Yes. Have you ever rushed through breakfast on a day when you actually had nowhere to be?
So many times. I eat fast, I walk fast, I even relax fast. I sit down to rest, and within a minute I pick up my phone. The hurry follows me everywhere.
It becomes the speed of our mind, not just our body. Even when we sit still, our thoughts keep racing. The body stops, but the mind keeps running.
And underneath the rushing, there is often a quiet feeling, a feeling that there is not enough time, that we are always a little bit behind.
That feeling has a cost. When we believe time is always running out, we cannot enjoy anything. We are always halfway into the next moment.
We eat one meal while planning the next. We talk to one person while thinking about someone else. We are here, but not really here.
And that is the real loss of a rushed life. Not that we do less, but that we are absent for the life we are living.
Absent is a strong word. It means not being there. We can be physically present, sitting right there, but mentally absent, far away in our thoughts.
I think many of us live most of our days a little absent. The body is at the dinner table, but the mind is still at the office.
So the question becomes, how do we come back? How do we bring our attention back to the life that is actually happening right now?
And the answer starts with slowing down, because we cannot be present and be rushing at the same time. They simply cannot live together.
That is a key idea. Speed pulls our attention forward into the next thing. Slowness lets our attention settle into this thing.
So when we slow down, we are not being lazy. We are choosing to actually show up for our own life.
Let's talk about one of the biggest causes of our hurry, something almost everyone does and almost no one questions. Multitasking.
Multitasking. That means doing many things at the same time. Answering an email while on a call, while eating lunch, while watching the news.
We are very proud of it. We think it makes us faster. We think a good worker is someone who can do 5 things at once.
But here is what the research actually shows. The human brain cannot really do 2 thinking tasks at the same time. It just switches very fast between them.
And every switch has a cost. A small moment is lost each time the brain jumps, so multitasking does not save time. Quietly, it wastes it.
And it does something worse. It makes everything shallow. When we do 5 things at once, we are not fully in any of them. Each one gets a thin slice of us.
Shallow means not deep. A shallow river is not deep. And a shallow day is a day where we touched many things, but went deep into none of them.
So the slow alternative is simple, but it feels almost radical today. Do one thing at a time. Just one.
When you eat, just eat. When you walk, just walk. When you talk with someone, just talk with them and put the phone away.
It sounds so easy, and yet it is one of the hardest things to do because we are so used to filling every second with 2 or 3 things.
But when you do try it, something surprising happens. The single task becomes richer. The food tastes better. The walk feels longer, in a good way.
Because all of your attention is in one place, and attention is a kind of love. Where your attention goes, your life happens.
I love that. Where your attention goes, your life happens. If your attention is always scattered, then your life feels scattered too.
Scattered means spread in many directions in a messy way, like papers thrown all over a room. A scattered mind cannot rest and cannot go deep.
So the gift of slowing down is the gift of gathering yourself back together, of bringing all your attention into one single, simple moment.
And you can practice this with the smallest things: washing 1 cup slowly and fully, drinking 1 glass of water with all your attention.
These tiny moments are training. You are teaching your busy mind a new skill, the skill of being in one place at one time.
Now let's talk about something I think is magical and almost free: the pause.
A pause. A pause is a short stop, a small space between 2 things, a moment where, just for a few seconds, you do nothing at all.
In our busy lives, we have removed almost all the pauses. The moment we have a free second, we fill it. We reach for the phone, we check something.
Waiting for the kettle to boil, waiting for the bus, waiting in a line. These used to be small pauses. Now we fill every one of them with a screen.
And we should be honest about the biggest source of our speed: the little screen in our pocket, the phone.
The phone is a wonderful tool, but it is also built to capture our attention and to keep us moving fast from one thing to the next.
Every time we feel a tiny pause, the phone is right there, offering something new: a message, a video, a piece of news. It never runs out.
And so our minds never get a quiet moment. We have trained ourselves to reach for the phone the instant we feel still or bored.
I noticed I do it without even deciding to. My hand reaches for the phone before I have even had a thought. It has become almost automatic.
Automatic means happening without thinking, on its own, and a lot of our phone use is exactly that: automatic, not chosen.
So slowing down today often means slowing down our use of the screen. Not throwing it away, but using it on purpose instead of by habit.
A simple start is to keep the phone out of reach during one part of the day, during meals perhaps, or for the first slow hour of the morning.
When the phone is in another room, the constant pull is gone, and we feel what a quiet, unhurried mind is actually like again.
It can feel uncomfortable at first, even a little lonely, but under that there is a calm we have been missing. The phone was simply covering it up.
And so we never let our mind breathe. We never give ourselves a single empty moment. And empty moments are where rest and ideas are born.
So here is a gentle idea. Instead of filling every pause, protect a few of them. When you wait for the kettle, just wait. Just stand and breathe and be there.
It feels strange at first, almost uncomfortable. We are so used to constant input that silence can feel a little empty, even a little boring.
But stay with it. After a few seconds, the boredom softens and something calmer arrives. The mind settles, like dust settling in a quiet room.
A pause is like a comma in a sentence. Without commas, the words run together and become hard to read. The pause gives the day its shape and meaning.
Beautiful. Our days have no commas anymore. They are one long, breathless sentence running from morning until night. The pause puts the commas back.
And you only need a few seconds. One slow breath before you open the door, one quiet moment before you answer. These tiny pauses change everything.
They put a little space between you and your life. And in that space, you get to choose how to respond, instead of just reacting in a hurry.
That space is freedom. When everything is rushed, we just react. When we pause, even for a breath, we can choose. And choosing is a calmer way to live.
Now, Emma, I want to talk about something many of us feel guilty about. Rest. Real rest.
Rest. Yes. So many people feel that resting is lazy, that if they are not being productive, they are wasting time.
Productive means getting a lot done, and we have been taught that our value is in how much we produce. So when we rest, a guilty voice says, "You should be working."
But that voice is wrong. Rest is not the opposite of work. Rest is part of work. It is the quiet half that makes the active half possible.
Think about how nature works. The field rests in winter, so it can grow in spring. The land that never rests slowly becomes dry and empty.
And we are the same. We are living things, not machines. A machine can run all day, but a person who never rests slowly burns out.
Burns out. That is an important phrase. To burn out means to use up all your energy completely until you have nothing left to give.
And it does not happen suddenly. It happens slowly, from months and years of rushing with no real rest. The tired feeling builds up quietly until one day it is too much.
So rest is not a reward you earn after you finish everything, because you will never finish everything. Rest is a need, like food and water and sleep.
And real rest is not the same as scrolling on your phone. Scrolling can leave us even more tired. Real rest is quiet. It lets the mind actually slow down.
A short walk with no phone, sitting with a warm drink, doing nothing, lying on the grass and looking at the sky. Real rest feels gentle and a little slow.
So this week, give yourself permission to rest without guilt. You do not have to earn it. You are a person, not a machine, and people need rest.
Now, here is a hard one for me, and maybe for you too. To slow down, we often have to do less. And to do less, we have to learn to say no.
Oh, saying no is so difficult. We want to be kind. We want to help. We want to be part of everything. So we say yes again and again.
And then our calendar is completely full, and we are exhausted. Every yes to something is quietly a no to rest, or to family, or to ourselves.
That is a powerful way to see it. Every time you say yes to one thing, you are saying no to something else. Your time is not endless. It has limits.
So saying no is not selfish. It is how we protect a few things that matter most. A small no can protect a big yes.
And we do not have to fill every hour. An empty space on the calendar is not a problem to fix. Sometimes it is the most valuable thing on there.
Imagine looking at your week and seeing one afternoon that is completely open. Nothing planned, just space. For many of us, that feels like a small miracle.
So this is your gentle challenge. Look at the week ahead and protect one small piece of empty time. Then guard it the way you would guard an important meeting.
Because rest and slowness will never just happen on their own. The busy world will always fill your time, unless you choose, on purpose, to keep some of it empty.
Now let's come to the heart of it all, being present. Remember our word present, being here, now, with your full attention on this moment.
This is really the whole goal of slowing down. We do not slow down just to be slow. We slow down so that we can actually be here in our own lives.
Because this moment right now is the only place life ever happens. The past is a memory. The future is just a thought. Life is always, only now.
And yet this is exactly the moment we keep missing. We are so busy getting to the next moment that we walk straight past this one.
So how do we come back to now? The simplest door is through the body, through the senses. What can you see, hear, and feel right now?
The senses can only ever be in the present. You cannot hear yesterday. You cannot feel tomorrow. So when you notice what you hear and feel, you arrive in the now.
Right now, as you listen, you could feel your own breath, the air coming in and going out. You do not have to change it. Just feel it for a moment.
And just like that, you are present. Not lost in the past, not worried about the future. Simply here, breathing, listening. This is the calm we have been talking about.
And the wonderful thing is, you do not need a quiet mountain or a long holiday to find it. You can be present while you wash a dish or wait for a bus.
Being present is not somewhere you have to travel to. It is always right here, waiting under all the hurry. You just have to slow down enough to notice it.
I find it helps to look at nature because nature is never in a hurry. And yet, everything gets done.
That's a lovely thought. The tree does not rush to grow. The river does not rush to reach the sea. The season does not hurry the spring.
And nothing in nature is late. The flower opens exactly when it is ready. The fruit ripens in its own time. There is no panic and no race.
We are part of nature too, even when we forget it. We have a natural pace, a speed that feels right, but the busy world pushes us far past it.
And when we live faster than our natural pace, day after day, we feel it. We get tired and tense and a little anxious without knowing why.
Anxious means worried and uneasy, and a lot of modern anxiety may simply be this: bodies and minds forced to move faster than they were meant to.
So when we slow down, we are not being lazy. We are returning to our own true speed, the pace that nature gave us in the first place.
Watching nature can teach us this without any words. Sit by a tree for a few minutes. Watch the clouds move slowly. Your own breathing begins to slow.
It is as if nature gently reminds us, there is no rush. Everything is unfolding in its own good time. You can let yourself slow down too.
So if you can, spend a little time outside this week. Not to exercise, not to achieve anything, just to borrow some of nature's calm, unhurried pace.
Let's bring this into the two edges of the day, the morning and the evening, because how we start and end the day shapes everything in between.
For me, the morning is where the rushing begins. The alarm rings, and immediately I grab my phone, and the busy world rushes straight into my head.
Many people do that. The very first thing they meet each day is a screen full of news and messages. We let the hurry in before we even sit up.
So a slow morning can change the whole day, even 5 minutes. Wake up, and before the phone, just sit. Feel your breath. Drink some water slowly.
Give yourself a small, quiet beginning, a few calm minutes that belong only to you before the busy world asks anything of you.
And then the evening, the other edge. We often rush right up until the moment we fall asleep, our minds still racing through tomorrow's list.
And then we wonder why we cannot sleep. We never told our mind that the day was over. We never gave it a gentle ending, a soft place to stop.
So a slow evening helps too. Put the screen away a little earlier. Dim the lights. Do one quiet, slow thing. Let the day close gently, like a book.
Slow start and a slow ending. Two small, quiet edges, holding your busy day in the middle. Just those two can soften a whole life.
Emma, I think this is a good moment for the little story you wanted to share.
A few years ago, I visited my grandmother in her small village. I arrived full of city speed, checking my phone, talking fast, always half somewhere else.
The city speed, I know it well.
On the first morning, she asked me to help her make tea, and I did it the way I do everything, fast. I rushed the water, rushed the cups, ready to move on.
And what did she do?
She put her hand gently on mine, and she smiled, and she said, "The tea will not taste better because you made it quickly. Sit. We have time."
The tea will not taste better because you made it quickly. That is wonderful.
So we sat. We made the tea slowly. We drank it slowly, watching the morning light on the table, and it was the calmest I had felt in years.
She had something most of us have lost. She was not trying to get the morning over with. She was simply living it, one slow sip at a time.
She had less than me, a smaller house, a simpler life, but she had more time because she actually lived inside her hours instead of running through them.
That is the quiet secret, isn't it? We think slowing down means we will have less, but often it is the rushing that leaves us feeling empty.
I still remember her words on busy days. The tea will not taste better because you made it quickly. It is never really about the tea.
Now, we should be honest and gentle here, because for some people listening, slowing down can feel impossible.
Yes, we need to say this clearly. Some of you have very hard, very full lives. 2 jobs, small children, people who depend on you, real pressure.
And we're not telling you to quit your job and move to a quiet mountain. That is not real life, and it would not be fair to say.
If your days are truly full of duties you cannot drop, then slowing down is not about your whole life. It is about small moments inside it.
One slow breath between 2 tasks. 1 cup of tea you actually taste. 10 seconds of stillness before you open the door. The slowness lives in the small spaces.
Even the busiest person has tiny gaps in the day. We cannot always make them bigger, but we can choose to be present inside them instead of filling them with more hurry.
So please, be gentle with yourself. Slowing down is not another task to do perfectly. It is just a kinder way to move through whatever your day already holds.
Now, let's give our listeners something simple to actually try. A small practice for this week.
I love a small practice. Remember, a practice is something you do again and again until it slowly becomes a natural part of your day.
So here is ours. Once a day, choose one ordinary thing and do it slowly with your full attention. Just one thing.
It could be your morning coffee, your walk to the station, washing the dishes, eating one meal with no phone and no screen, just the food.
Pick the thing and then slow it down on purpose. Notice how it feels, how it smells, how it sounds. Let it take the time it really takes.
And when your mind tries to rush ahead, which it will, just gently bring it back. No anger, no judging. Just, softly, come back to the one thing.
There is also a second small practice, even shorter. We could call it the daily pause. Once or twice a day, simply stop and take 3 slow breaths.
3 slow breaths. That is all. You can do it anywhere. At your desk, in your car, in a quiet corner. Nobody even needs to know you are doing it.
Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly 3 times. In those few seconds, you step out of the rushing river and you stand on the bank just for a moment.
And then you step back into your day, a little calmer, a little more present. These tiny pauses, repeated daily, slowly change the whole feeling of your life.
Because slowing down is not one big decision. It is 1,000 tiny choices. 1 slow breath, 1 single task, 1 protected empty hour.
And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Slowly, your default speed changes. You start to move through life with a little more space and a little more calm.
Before we look back at today, I want to say one thing to you, the person listening right now.
Yes, because right now you are practicing exactly what we are describing. You are slowing down, listening to a calm conversation, doing one thing.
And you are learning English at the same time. In a busy world, you gave 30 quiet minutes to grow. That is not wasted time. That is a beautiful use of time.
And learning a language cannot be rushed anyway. It grows slowly, quietly, like a tree. So your slow, steady practice is exactly the right way to do it.
So be patient with your English, the same way we are asking you to be patient with your life. Slow and steady is not the slow way. It is the real way.
And just by listening this long, you have already practiced slowing down for half an hour. Well done. Truly well done.
Let's take a slow moment now and look back at everything we talked about today.
We said we live in a very busy world, and that being busy and having a full life are not the same thing.
We saw that a lot of our rushing is just a habit, and that when we rush, we are often absent from our own lives.
We talked about multitasking and how doing one thing at a time, slowly, makes each moment deeper and richer.
We discovered the quiet power of the pause, a few seconds of doing nothing that put the commas back into our day.
We said that rest is not lazy. We are living things, not machines, and rest is a need, not a reward we have to earn.
We talked about doing less and learning to say no, so we can protect a little empty space for what truly matters.
We came to the heart of it, being present, using the breath and the senses to come back to now, the only place life ever happens.
We looked at slow mornings and slow evenings, two quiet edges that hold the busy day in between.
And we heard about Emma's grandmother and her gentle words. The tea will not taste better because you made it quickly.
And we gave you two small practices. Do one ordinary thing slowly each day, and take a daily pause of 3 slow breaths.
Let's also remember today's words. Our first word was busy, having a lot of things to do.
Then rush to do something too fast in a hurry.
Then rest, to stop, relax, and get your energy back.
And present, being here now with your attention on this moment. 4 small words for a slower, calmer life.
Thank you so much for slowing down with us today. We really hope this half hour felt like a calm, quiet pause in your week.
And remember, you do not have to change your whole life tomorrow. Just choose one small thing and do it a little more slowly. That is enough to begin.
So as you go back into your busy day, we hope you find one quiet pause and one slow breath and one moment where you are fully, calmly present.
If this conversation helped you slow down and learn, please subscribe and give us a like. It really helps the channel and it means a lot to us.
We make a new calm episode like this every week, so if you would like to practice your English slowly with us again, we would love to have you back.
You can listen again anytime. Many people play these episodes while they cook or walk or rest before sleep. However you listen, we are so glad you are here.
Until next time, be gentle with yourself. Take care, and remember, you have time.
Goodbye for now. From me, Emma.
And from me, Jake. We'll see you next time. Slow down and take care.